President Trump continues to say he will not concede to President-elect Joe Biden, but the process to change the government is well underway. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Sheehan. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
President Trump's lawyer Rudy Giuliani is claiming Democratic-run cities in Pennsylvania cheated during the presidential election.
Navy started with the whole idea of having mail ballots because it gives you a much wider range to cheat.
The president retweeted a Politico poll showing 79% of Trump voters say the election was stolen, and he added, "We are fighting hard." But courts have rejected the president's claims of fraud, and Pennsylvania certified its vote Tuesday, reaffirming President-elect Biden's win in the Keystone State. While President Trump continues to fight the results, he signed off on President-elect Biden to begin receiving the daily intelligence brief, and the Biden transition team is now in contact with their counterparts in every federal agency.
The first meetings were introductory to begin establishing a rhythm for working together leading up to the inauguration, and the first opportunity for agencies to present their transition plans to members of our teams.
The president-elect unveiled 6 key members of his foreign policy and national security team Tuesday and is preparing to announce some members of his economic team next week. NBC News anchor Lester Holt asked if progressive Senators Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren would join his cabinet.
I have a very ambitious, very progressive agenda, and it's going to take really strong leaders in the House and Senate to get it done.
President-elect Biden will deliver a Thanksgiving address this afternoon. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Well, Thanksgiving is one of the busiest holidays for roadway travel, and even in the midst of a pandemic, local and state police are still prepared for crowded roadways. Peoria County Sheriff Brian Asbell says they look out for the fatal 4, driving above the speed limit, not wearing a seatbelt, driving under the influence, and distracted driving. Sheriff Asbell recommends if you have a couple drinks, have a designated driver or use a rideshare app like Uber. At the end of the day, Asbell wants to see everyone have a fun and safe holiday.
Just take your time. There's no reason to be in a rush. Slow down, get to your destination so everyone can have a good time.
He notes that more patrol means more people getting pulled over. Look out for that and make sure to obey Scott's law as well. Pekin community members are making sure everyone is fed this holiday season. Pekin Township's 33rd annual Thanksgiving dinner started this morning. Now, dine-in is not an option this year due to COVID-19, but organizers are adjusting. Curbside and delivery meals are available for shut-ins and the handicapped. Turkey, mashed potatoes, corn, and stuffing are just a few options on the menu. Organizers say they won't turn anyone away.
It gives me the chills, because to help someone in need that will not have a Thanksgiving dinner, so this way they are able to have this Thanksgiving dinner during the coronavirus.
One organizer says last year they passed out 250 meals. This year they're expecting to give away 350. If you want more information, you can call this number you see right here on the screen. As the coronavirus pandemic surges in 40 states, the Dakotas are among the hardest hit. CBS This Morning, David Begnaud reports from Fargo, North Dakota.
If you were grading it, it would be an F, probably an F-. It's that bad.
Joel Heitkamp hosts the #1 talk radio program in North Dakota. The former Democratic state senator takes tons of calls about COVID every day in a largely Republican state.
And you have a right to call into this show anytime you want.
Well, the height of hypocrisy in North Dakota right now is how we care for our elderly. If you go into Costco, you go into Walmart, you go into any of these places, they say put your blank mask on, you're going to put it on. But you know what? They're not willing to do that around Grandpa and Grandma after they've been out in the bar. And I can't figure it out.
Just yesterday, North Dakota reported 37 new COVID-related deaths. That is a new high. They have the second highest mortality rate in the world, and some of their hospitals are overwhelmed. That's why the U.S. Air Force has sent 60 nurses to help staff hospitals around the state. In South Dakota, the debate over wearing a mask continues statewide.
I think if we choose to wear it for our own protection, that's on us. But to force us to wear it, I'm against that.
Around 50% of South Dakotans say they do not wear a mask. Kelby Krabenhoff, CEO of Sanford Health, the largest health system in the Dakotas, suddenly retired last night after creating a firestorm this week by saying he wasn't going to wear his mask at work because he had recovered from the coronavirus and was immune. Now, in a statement, his own health system said they had mutually agreed to part ways and that his views didn't reflect those of the company. He also downplayed the seriousness of the pandemic to our Sioux Falls CBS affiliate, KELOLAND.
It's hard for me to say we are at a crisis. That would be misleading from a clinical standpoint.
He is not a doctor, but his chief medical officer, Allison Suttle, is. I asked her,
would you classify what is happening here in the Dakotas as a crisis?
I would.
36 hours after she contradicted her CEO on CBS This Morning, he is gone. Dr. Suttle is also calling on South Dakota's Republican Governor, Kristi Noem, to mandate masks statewide, but the governor refuses to. North Dakota's Republican Governor, Doug Burgum, did that 2 weeks ago.
As of right now, the Dakotas, both north and south, lead the world on a per capita basis when it comes to the number of people dying from coronavirus every day. That is a fact. It's not an opinion. That is what's happening here in the northern part of the United States. David Begno, CBS News, Fargo.
Fog and drizzle will continue into the evening. Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates has your full weather forecast when we come back.